Trump, who wanted to be on the boat, said, I want to be on the boat. Let me give you some sponsorship money. I said, sure. I was snorting it off my hand like this, and I opened the stall door, and I walked out, and I walked right into Jimi Hendrix.
Don Johnson is 73. Look at him now after he lost all his money. Don Johnson, once a heartthrob and household name thanks to his iconic role in the 1980s TV series Miami Vice, has seen his fortunes take a dramatic turn. Despite enjoying immense wealth and fame throughout his career, Johnson is now facing financial struggles. How did this Hollywood legend go from living the high life to potentially losing it all? Johnson's financial woes weren't just about his lavish lifestyle. Failed business ventures, including production companies and real estate investments, added to the pressure. Despite his iconic career, the road back to financial stability may be a tough one, given his past spending habits and the competitive entertainment industry. So, what does the future hold for Don Johnson? Can this Hollywood legend bounce back from financial ruin, or will his legacy fade into obscurity? Let's find out. The rise and trials of Don Johnson, from humble beginnings to Hollywood icon. Don Johnson, now a spirited 73-year-old actor and producer, didn't always live in the spotlight of Hollywood. Born on December 15, 1949, in Flat Creek, Missouri, he faced a tough beginning. At the age of 6, his family moved to Wichita, Kansas, a city that offered little comfort. Growing up in poverty, he was raised by teenage parents who were still navigating their own struggles, leaving them ill-equipped to raise a child. Amidst this challenging upbringing, Johnson found solace in acting. School plays and community theater became his refuge, allowing him to pour his heart into every performance. Each role was a stepping stone, helping him refine his craft and build confidence. His initial forays into the film industry during the 1970s consisted of small parts that didn't catapult him to stardom, but laid the groundwork for a transformative journey. People began to recognize him, often referring to him as that guy from that movie, a label he was eager to shake. The turning point came in the 1980s with the groundbreaking series Miami Vice. Johnson emerged as a cultural icon portraying Sonny Crockett, the suave undercover cop who lived life on the edge. With his signature wardrobe, love for Lamborghinis, and a pet alligator named Elvis, he captivated audiences and redefined masculinity on television. This role opened doors he had only dreamed of, leading to 2 marriages with actress Melanie Griffith, a successful soft rock album produced alongside legends like Tom Petty and Ron Wood, and even racing offshore powerboats with stars like Chuck Norris. Following Miami Vice, Johnson didn't rest on his accomplishments. He showcased his versatility in the romantic comedy Sweetheart's Dance, 1988, where he played Wiley Boone, a man wrestling with deep emotional conflicts. This role revealed a more nuanced side of him, proving he was more than just a charming face. His return to television in 1996 with Nash Bridges as a San Francisco police inspector marked another significant high point. While the show garnered immense popularity, it also brought unexpected financial difficulties. In the years that followed, Johnson kept busy, exploring a variety of film and television roles. He starred alongside Kevin Costner in Tin Cup, 1996, and collaborated with Quentin Tarantino in Django Unchained, 2012. He made memorable guest appearances in popular series like Eastbound and Down and From Dusk Till Dawn. The series, each opportunity built upon his fame, helping him navigate the often turbulent landscape of Hollywood. Yet, fame had its dark side. Johnson has openly discussed how the spotlight felt like a cage, intensified by battles with substance abuse and the relentless scrutiny that came with being a celebrity. The constant presence of paparazzi and the invasion of his privacy weighed heavily on him. Despite his undeniable talent and success, he found himself grappling with a long descent into financial and personal challenges. The complicated love life of Don Johnson. Don Johnson's romantic history is a fascinating tapestry woven with passion, heartache, and deep connections. Among the many relationships he's had, his marriage to Kelly Flager stands out as a testament to enduring love. The couple tied the knot in 1999 and has since welcomed 3 children: Jasper, Deacon, and Atherton Grace. Johnson often expresses his admiration for Kelly, even calling her a saint in a heartfelt tribute in May 2023. Despite their occasional disagreements, she has always reminded him of the love and respect that form the foundation of their partnership. Their relationship is notably more private than many might expect, even though both occasionally share glimpses of their life together in interviews and on social media. Kelly's impressive background includes graduating from the University of California, Berkeley, and teaching at a Montessori nursery school. She hails from a prominent family. Her father, Atherton McCondray Flager, was a notable lawyer and board member of Wells Fargo, and her grandfather founded the legal firm Brobeck. The Flager family also has a lasting legacy in California. The Flager estate is now a public park with beautiful hiking trails. Don and Kelly first crossed paths in the mid-1990s at a birthday party for San Francisco Mayor Willie Brown, thanks to producer Joe Schumann Silver. Don recalls the moment he laid eyes on Kelly, feeling an immediate connection that made him certain he would marry her. Their engagement, announced in April 1998, created a buzz in the media when Kelly flashed a stunning 5.5-carat diamond ring. They wed on April 29, 1999, at the Getty family home in San Francisco, where Kelly grew up. In a delightful twist, they managed to surprise their 85 guests, who thought they were attending a simple dinner. Instead, they found themselves in a courtyard ceremony with a priest waiting to officiate. Kelly looked radiant in an off-white, butterfly-embroidered Chanel gown, while Don chose actor Robert Wagner as his best man. Post-wedding, friends remarked on the sheer joy radiating from Don, an unforgettable moment etched in their memories. Before Don, Kelly had a romantic history, including a relationship with California Governor Gavin Newsom, which ended in 1997. Together, Don and Kelly have raised their children in Santa Barbara, cultivating a nurturing family life. Their eldest child, Atherton Grace, born on December 28th, has made a name for herself in modeling and photography, even walking the Gucci runway in 2021. Jasper, their second child, born on June 6, 2002, is known for his passion for sports, especially basketball. Finally, on April 29, 2009, the couple celebrated both their 7th wedding anniversary and the birth of their 3rd child, Deacon James. Like his siblings, Deacon shares a love for sports and music. But while Kelly is a significant part of Don's life, another romance profoundly influenced his journey. Before his marriage to Kelly, Don Johnson had a whirlwind romance with actress Melanie Griffith, one of the most talked about relationships in Hollywood. Their love story, filled with passion and drama, spanned over 20 years, featuring 2 marriages and a series of tumultuous breakups. They first tied the knot in Las Vegas when Melanie was just 18, and their union kept them in the tabloids, especially amid rumors of Don's other romantic entanglements. Don and Melanie's first encounter happened when they were just 20 and 14, respectively, on the set of The Herod Experiment in 1973, where he played a student of Tippi Hedren, Melanie's mother. Their friendship blossomed, but Don later admitted he hesitated to pursue anything serious due to Melanie's age. He frequently picked her up from school, fostering a bond that would eventually deepen. By the time she turned 15, Melanie had moved in with Don, trading her childhood home for life in Laurel Canyon. With his support, she kick-started her acting career, and they became engaged on her 18th birthday. However, their plans for marriage were overshadowed by scandal when Don spent the night with another woman just before their Vegas wedding, a detail that would haunt their early years together. Despite their youthful excitement, the couple faced numerous challenges. Melanie candidly shared in a 1989 interview that they struggled to make their relationship work amidst Don's infidelities and their own substance abuse issues. Just hours before their wedding, Melanie called Don, and after a heartfelt conversation, they rushed to Vegas to get married. But it quickly became clear that their union was rocky. Less than a year into their marriage, they separated, leaving Melanie with a pear tattoo as a reminder of their tumultuous love. After their split, Melanie briefly dated Ryan O'Neal and later married actor Stephen Bauer, with whom she had a son named Alexander. Meanwhile, Don welcomed a son, Jesse, with actress Patty D'Arbanville. But the first divorce was not the final chapter. Years later, both Don and Melanie found themselves in better places personally and professionally. With her film career flourishing and Don enjoying immense success with Miami Vice, their paths crossed again when Melanie guest starred on the show in 1987. They reignited their romance, leading to Melanie seeking help for her alcohol issues at Don's urging. In June 1989, they married for a second time, embracing a new lifestyle filled with happiness and stability. They even welcomed their daughter Dakota Johnson, who would later rise to fame herself. Their second marriage lasted 5 years, but by 1994, they faced irreconcilable differences once more, leading to another split. Despite their tumultuous history, Don and Melanie remained committed co-parents, frequently coming together to support their children. Their enduring bond, filled with love, challenges, and growth, makes their story one of the most captivating chapters in Don Johnson's complex love life. A brush with controversy, the money laundering accusations. Don Johnson's life has had its fair share of dramatic twists, but one incident in 2003 threatened to change everything. During a trip to Germany, customs officials discovered a staggering $8 billion worth of financial documents, including credit notes, in his car. Instantly, he was thrust into a storm of suspicion, accused of being involved in a massive money laundering scheme. The media jumped on the story, sensationalizing the details and resulting in Don losing film funding and having his bank accounts frozen. The situation escalated when Wolfgang Schmitz from the Cologne Customs Office announced that they were scrutinizing the paperwork. On the flip side, Jörg Grunner from the Baden-Württemberg Customs Investigation Department suggested that the sheer magnitude of the documents made it hard to believe Don was merely an innocent courier. While some analysts pointed to the possibility of a misunderstanding, the stakes were high. Don faced potential prison time until customs officials ultimately cleared him after verifying the paperwork. His unwavering insistence on his innocence played a crucial role in his defense. In the aftermath, Don went public to clarify the chaos. His attorney, Ronald Litz, explained that Don was in Germany to secure financing for a film, and the media frenzy had scared off European investors who wanted nothing to do with a money laundering scandal. The confusion began with a trip his personal assistant took to Switzerland with a financial advisor, gathering documents from potential investors. Unfortunately, things took a turn for the worse when they crossed into Germany. Don shared the fallout in an interview with Larry King, revealing that he had to close accounts with 2 banks due to the negative publicity. Though he eventually moved past this ordeal, the incident added another layer of complexity to his already tumultuous life, especially as he grappled with alcoholism during that period. The media continued to scrutinize his every move, even dredging up an old photo of him with an entrepreneur that raised eyebrows and hinted at ties to Donald Trump. However, these attempts to link him to Trump ultimately fell flat, illustrating just how relentless the spotlight can be on a Hollywood icon. Real estate roller coaster. Don Johnson's property ventures. Don Johnson's life hasn't just been a whirlwind of Hollywood fame. It's also been marked by financial rumors and property challenges. In 2006, whispers began to circulate about his struggle to keep up with the hefty mortgage on his sprawling 17-acre ranch in Aspen, Colorado, which came with a staggering $10.6 million price tag. By May 2008, it seemed like disaster was looming. Foreclosure was just 24 hours away. But in a dramatic twist, Johnson managed to pull together an incredible $14.5 million to settle his debts at the last moment, saving both his property and his reputation from the brink of disaster. Despite the constant media focus on his financial struggles, Don found moments of good fortune as well. In 2013, he and his wife Kelly purchased a charming farmhouse in Montecito for $12.5 million. After some renovations and upgrades, they flipped the property for a cool $14.9 million the following year. This savvy real estate move not only secured them a tidy profit, but also demonstrated that when it came to property, Don could still find a winning hand amidst the rumors. Overall, while the road has had its bumps, Don Johnson's real estate saga reflects the complexities of balancing celebrity status with financial stability. The Nash Bridges, legal showdown, Don Johnson's fight for fairness. Don Johnson's stint on Nash Bridges is often celebrated as one of the highlights of his career, but behind the scenes, a legal battle was brewing that would leave fans stunned. The actor famously claimed he was owed a staggering $23.2 million in revenues from the hit police drama, and to his delight, a jury agreed. Here's the backstory. Johnson, who starred in the series from 1996 to 2001, asserted that he owned 50% of the show's copyright and was entitled to a share of the profits. Reicher Entertainment, the production company, countered that any financial losses during filming meant he wouldn't receive additional payment. They used this clause to justify their refusal to compensate him further. But Don wasn't backing down. "It was my idea and I owned the rights from the start," he stated with confidence after the jury's verdict. He expressed his relief at finally being recognized as the co-owner of Nash Bridges, a title he had waited over a decade to receive. All he sought was a fair acknowledgement of his contributions and the revenue that accompanied it. During the 2-week trial, Reicher continued to insist that the show's financial struggles stemmed from the high costs of filming in San Francisco, arguing that Don had already raked in around $40 million from his acting and producing roles. With 122 episodes aired and a worldwide following that contributed $150 million to the show's total earnings of $325 million, Don's case was compelling. His lawyer, Mark Holscher, suggested that Don could potentially earn an additional $25 million in the future from the ongoing global airing of Nash Bridges in 45 countries. Holscher viewed the case as a victory not just financially, but also personally, a vindication for Don's creativity and hard work. The legal battle didn't stop there. Don also successfully sued 2 other corporations, 2929 Entertainment and Qualia Capital, as part of the same lawsuit, further solidifying his stance against perceived injustices in the industry. Don Johnson's achievements and legacy. Don Johnson has accumulated an impressive array of honors throughout his career, reflecting his talent and impact on the entertainment industry. He first gained significant recognition in 1976, when he received a Golden Scroll Award from the Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror Films for his standout performance in A Boy and His Dog. His iconic role as Sonny Crockett in Miami Vice further solidified his status, earning him multiple Emmy nominations in 1985, along with Golden Globe nominations in 1986 and 1987. In 1986, he won the Golden Globe for Best Performance by an actor in a television series, drama, marking a pivotal moment in his career. Beyond television, Don was honored as the Show West Award winner for Male Star of the Year in 1988 and received the Bravo Otto Germany Award for Best Male TV Star in 1987. His stylish persona earned him the TV Land Award for Favorite Fashion Plate Male in 2004. Adding to his diverse accomplishments, Don also became the World Powerboat Champion at the APBA Offshore World Cup in 1988. To cap it all off, in 1996, he was awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, a lasting tribute to his contributions to the world of entertainment. Each accolade reflects not only his talent, but also the enduring legacy he has built over the decades. Don Johnson's journey is a rich tapestry of highs and lows, reflecting the complexities of fame and fortune. Growing up in poverty, he clawed his way to success, only to face the whirlwind that wealth can bring. He admits that having money profoundly impacted his life, sometimes for the better, but often leading to reckless spending. Gift-giving became a way to show love, yet he found himself racking up debts, including over $5,000 owed to his local grocery store at one point. Despite his financial struggles, Johnson's resilience shines through. He often took roles that didn't resonate with him just to pay off mounting debts and medical bills, all while battling a long history of addiction. His relationship with Melanie Griffith, one of several marriages, added another layer to his complex personal narrative. Yet through these challenges, he has emerged stronger. His colorful life is marked by friendships with remarkable individuals, including Philip Michael Thomas, his partner in Miami Vice, and the late Hunter S. Thompson. Don made a triumphant return to the screen with his role in Rian Johnson's Knives Out, captivating audiences once more. With over 100 acting credits, including upcoming projects, Johnson continues to thrive in the industry. While the film adaptation of Miami Vice didn't quite capture the original magic, his reprisal of Nash Bridges in a 2021 TV movie reminded fans that he is irreplaceable as Detective Crockett. Don Johnson's legacy is one of resilience, evolution, and undeniable talent, forever etching his name in the annals of Hollywood history. What do you think about Don Johnson's journey and his approach to handling finances? Do you believe that wealth can bring happiness, or does it complicate life more? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories. Thanks for watching.